So when I was in New York, I happened to upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and along with it, I got a couple of very expensive accessories: the screen protector from Apple, as well as the TechWoven case in purple. This combo, I'm not really sure about it, but I just, happened to get it. It's a long story, I'll probably explain it in another video, but I wanted to talk about the TechWoven case for the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, and what I think of it and what my impressions are of it. So a large reason why I chose the TechWoven case instead of like the clear case is because of the color. But a little quick backstory, because I think it's very special. I happened to be in the East Coast when the iPhone 17 Pro Max, iPhone Air happened to be released, and I upgraded. I was planning on buying a case there, but I didn't know what to buy, so I made the decision at that Apple store, which was, I don't know, there was not really any pressure, but I was like, okay, I gotta make a decision quickly because we have stuff to do during that day. Like that whole itinerary was packed. I really like the color purple. It's my favorite color if you didn't know already, so I went with it, and here we are. It's made by Apple, so it's a pretty good case, pretty good quality. I like the material actually. When you scratch it, it makes this very distinct sound, because it is a TechWoven case. The outside is like more rubbery, or I don't know what type of material the outside is, but the buttons are metal. The buttons are metal, very clicky, very responsive, and then the touch controls for the camera still works. I upgraded from the iPhone 15 Pro Max to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, so I did not have the little button previously. I am still getting used to clicking the button for the camera app because I mapped the current camera button shortcut on the corner of the lock screen to my Blackmagic camera app, just so that I can access both very quickly. But sometimes I click it and then it launches the Black camera app, and I'm like, no, I wanted to launch the camera, so I still have to get used to the button. For me personally, this just feels like any other case because it's technically a placeholder case, but it's also a case that I feel like I will be switching out in between pretty regularly if I'm at home. If I'm traveling, I think I will probably bring one, maybe two max cases, and this probably won't be one of them, but it's not too bulky and it's pretty premium. It'll protect your phone, it'll do its job, and there's not really much more to say about them. There's actually little holes now on the bottom for the new Apple lanyard, which I'm not really a big fan of personally. I do have like a couple of those shoulder strap lanyard things, but it would go in the back of the phone in between the case and the iPhone, and it would protrude out towards the charging port, so it's more universal, but I don't really find myself using it. It's very popular in like Europe and Asia, but for me personally, I don't really find it very useful. I might try it out in the future, we'll see, but I think I need a little bit more convincing. The purple, I love the color. It's not too like out there, but it's also not too blunt. It's a really good shade and it's subtle. Again, with the blue, I'm not entirely sold, but I ended up with it, so it is what it is. However, the aesthetic is really nice. I like the texture of the TechWoven material. I like the little bumper part of the case as well. It has a pretty nice texture, so it's grippy and it won't slip out of your hands very easily. It's made by Apple, so of course the ports are perfect, buttons are perfect, the camera hole is perfect. But the thing that I'm kind of worried about is like wear and tear in the long term. It is a TechWoven case, so I'm not sure how it'll do well with moisture and getting wet and also getting dirty, and how you're supposed to clean it, because with like plastic cases or silicone cases, they're very easy to just like wipe down, but with this I'm not sure. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think I've seen people with TechWoven material and it's like it gets dirty very easily. I guess it depends on your use case and what you do and where you take the case, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly the most easiest to clean, so that's kind of my concern in the long run. I haven't dropped it yet, thankfully, but I just wanted to make a quick video talking about this. If you are interested, I will leave an affiliate link below if you want to support the channel, but other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. If I missed anything, please leave me a comment. I'll try to answer it, but other than that, thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.